First saw that I was going to take a communications course, I was a little wary. I've never been good speaking in public. I've had problem with eye contact. I look down at my paper too often. I stutter over my words too much. I don't give emphasis on the parts of the speech that need it, and I didn't use hand gestures. Speaking in class in front of all your fellow classmates was extremely difficult. So again, taking this course, I knew that I didn't have to speak in front of a class, but I also knew that I would have to make presentations. I did struggle with this, but throughout the course, I've learned some really valuable tools about making speeches. The first is the eye contact. I found that that is the most important. Even though I was only making eye contact with my camera, I found that it's more believable and more impacting when you make eye contact. The audience wants to know you're speaking to them, not to your paper, not to your visual aids. They want to know that you're making the speech to them, whether it's an informative or a persuasive essay, anything like that. That eye contact is going to make or break you. Another tool is the hand gestures. The audience wants to know they're speaking to a human. You know, making hand gestures can emphasize parts of your speech. You know, they can make things seem more clear. Again, the audience wants to know they're talking to a human and not a robot. You know, another tool is the visual aids. You know, you never realize how important having one or two or three visual aids that kind of help the audience understand what you're trying to tell them, especially if they have no idea what you're talking about. That visual aid is going to help them make that connection. Another tool that I learned was that making sure you have a good tone and not a monotone. They want to hear emotion in your voice. They want to hear you emphasize a certain word or a certain sentence more. They want to see facial expressions. You know, they want to see smiles, or if it's a very serious speech, you're going to want to emphasize that with your facial expressions. All these things can contribute to a good presentation. Now, I have not been able to test my abilities with an audience. I'm speaking to a camera right now, but I'm learning to pretend that I am speaking to an audience. And in reality, I am, because this will be viewed by other people. But on the other hand, I'm still unsure about how I would act in front of a bunch of people. But the tools that I've learned throughout this course, I will remember if I ever have that situation. So therefore, I can try to apply them. My confidence level is far more than it was before I started this course. So I know that these tools will be valuable when I have to make that speech. Now, this is only the introduction to communication, so I'm sure there's far more information we can use to make our speeches better. But in the meantime, the stuff that I've learned in this course has completely changed my outlook on how to present my speech, how to present myself, you know. So in the end, you know, this has been a great learning experience. At the beginning, I was unsure if I was going to be able to successfully give good presentations to a camera. The responses from my classmates and from my instructor helped me realize that I can actually be a good speech presenter. I just need to learn to keep applying the tools that I've learned. So I want to thank you everybody for helping me along and giving me good feedback, to the instructor helping me mold my abilities to give good presentations. I've learned quite a bit during this course, and I hope to continue to learn and apply the things that I've learned to future speeches.